Hello Internet, and welcome back to Tom and Chris Gaming. This is Chris here, Chris Jones. Wanted to give you another achievement guide for Halo the Master Chief Collection. So this guide is for this side up, which simply put is to get through the level, or the Warthog chase at the end of the level for Moth. That being mission 10, the final mission in Halo Combat Evolved. Without the Warthog flipping and forcibly ejecting. Ostensibly quite an easy achievement, but actually kind of difficult if you're not sort of 100% au fait with the mechanics of the Warthog. So I tried this achievement loads of times. I always fucked it up. I never managed to get it when I was playing through Halo Combat Evolved on the 360 when it got released, the Anniversary Edition. I tried it several times on the Master Chief Collection unsuccessfully, and then after a little bit of research and practice, I finally managed to get it. And it is vaguely explained in a couple of guides, but never really to my satisfaction. So I'll explain a bit more on that in a second, just to say what I'm doing here. I would not personally do again, just trying to get through those little bits, because they can cause you to just arch too much and flip the Warthog. Whenever you're going down these ramps, take it quite slow, and if you start to feel yourself sort of flipping forward, the thing to do is to pull the camera, so that's the right stick, back towards yourself. So this is the trick. I never knew this until very recently, but essentially it's how I managed to avoid screwing up here. If you pull the camera down towards yourself, it actually arches the Warthog backwards. Likewise, if you push the camera forwards, it causes the Warthog to go further forwards. It's incredibly unintuitive, and it doesn't make any sense, because anyone that's ever driven a car could tell you that they can hugely affect the orientation of the car by looking up or looking down. But there it is, that's how it works in Halo. So knowing this made it a lot easier for me, because every time I got into a sticky situation where it started to sort of arch forward too much, pulling it back towards myself usually did the trick. Aside from that, the only other piece of advice I can give, aside from just watching this and sort of the route I take and how I do it, is just to take it slow. Try and avoid running over like the giant bomb forms of the flood. There aren't too many of them, but try and avoid just going directly into them, because you will cause yourself a lot of pain, because you'll blow up and flip over and annoy yourself. So yeah, here again I consider going through these parts, but it's not worth it, so I just go through the centre, take everything slow, don't spin it around like I did there for no particular reason, and you'll get through it. In terms of some general FAQs, yes, if you screw it up, you can just start again from the checkpoint before you've got in the Warthog, as long as you haven't got any checkpoints during the drive. And even then, if it was before you got forcibly ejected from it, I think you're fine. But I don't know, because I never actually got any checkpoints until I'd actually got all the way through it. I don't know if there are any, in fact. Comment below if you know the answer to that particular question. So yeah, if you screw it up, just restart from the last checkpoint, and you're fine. I edited it out, but I actually did screw up on this particular run. Again, pull the camera towards yourself for moments like that. Otherwise, I would have most definitely flipped it there. Just skip right through the Fohammer cutscene here, because you don't need to watch it after the first time you've played. There's no, you know what happens. You can just skip straight ahead. Again, just take things slow. I took it a little too slow there, which is what spun me out. Just figure of 8 around these pillars. We're not too far from the end now.
If we move now, we can make
countdown. Yeah, so pretty standard fare so far. We're coming up to the most difficult part, and the part that most people will have trouble with, which is the big jump. another thing to mention before I forget is that if you choose to eject yourself I just get out, that doesn't invalidate the achievements, only if you get forcibly ejected from it. So just take your time through here. I believe it's just around the corner from this bit where the jump is. Cortana comes and tells you, here it is. It is a massive jump. So I pause it for a second, get my head in the right place, and line things up. And then, yeah, I just went for it straight forward as fast as I could. And as soon as you go, you see it start to flip, so I pull the camera back and it keeps it on an even keel and you land normally. So, no fear, basically. Go through it, let it start to tip up, and then as soon as you're through, just start pulling back towards yourself, and you will land evenly. So here's just the last couple of bits now. It's just important not to get cocky because you've done a difficult part.
We need to get aboard now.
And as soon as you reach this, you're there pretty much. The achievement is as good as in the bag as long as you can get through this final bit without dying. Which is easier said than done, and I'm very glad that I picked up that health pack at the start of the video, as you saw, because I come quite close to dying here, because I got excited and I didn't want to take my time. So here we are, achievement pops, and that's